Hey guys, Mike Blaney with Yes We Can Outdoors. Today you get to see my sleeping system, my tent, my pad, my other pad, my top quilt, and my pillow. So let's do this.
Packed up, ready to go.
Okay, so first we'll start off with the tent. I use the Durston X-Mid 2 solid tent. It's a 2-person tent. So the Durston X-Mid solid comes in a little bit under 2.5 pounds, and for a 2-person tent, it's definitely a super lightweight for 2 people. Keep in mind though, it is a trekking pole tent, so you got to make sure you have trekking poles, or you can go to Durston's website and buy poles. So most ultralight tents are designed more as a fair weather shelter, where they achieve their low weight by compromising its durability or stormworthiness. So with the X-Mid 2 solid, performance is tough, handles tough conditions, which is a top priority for Dan and the team over there. So the X-Mid saves weight through the efficient design, and this allows it to make it both ultralight and tough when it comes to weather. Double wall, and it fully covers the fly, so it extends really low to the ground to block any type of drafts and splatter from rain. And then it's a fly first pitch, so this keeps the inner dry, as you may want to need to set up maybe the inside, so you can actually set up the outside first and then set up the inside of the tent if you wish. So polyester fabric doesn't sag and loosen like your nylon. So large adjustable vents. There's the robust waterproof coating is very visible, especially with the stitching. So it's very, very, very durable from what I've seen so far. I believe this is my 3rd or 4th trip with this so far. It's actually made with 20 denier fabric. So it's fully waterproofed on the seams, protected doorways to the vestibule. You saw the tent opening. Still get ready and still not worry about wind getting in or any type of rain splatter. So far I've been very, very happy with it. It's one of the great things I like about it is it's very user friendly. So very easy to stake. It's 4 stakes on the outside. That's what's required. With no mandatory guidelines if you don't want to, but I do use mine on occasion, especially on this trip right here where I couldn't get that last 4th stake in, so I had to use a rock. But they do have guidelines and a couple extra stakes, to strap it down if you need to. There's plenty of different ways to pitch this tent. As you can go to Durston YouTube, and they have a newer video that was just released. So let me give you a little bit more of the specs. So this is a 52-inch wide floor that fits 2 wide pads, and it's 92 inches in length. So it accommodates up to 6'4" user, male or female. And for me, I'm 5'9" at the max, 5'8" really. So plenty of space. And the diagonal ridge line allows 2 occupants to move, further apart and create extra space. As you notice when you pitch the tent, it's not a complete square inside the inner liner. So you'll notice that as you pitch it, or if you give this tent a shot. So that's pretty much the overview of it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a comment or question down below. Let's take a look at my actual sleeping set.
This top quilt is made by Outdoor Vitals. It's called the Stormloft 15, and it has a foot box, and then the rest of it will be your top quilt. It does have 800 fill with hyper dry water repellent down, and it comes in at 1 pound and 7 ounces, as this is the regular bag. So the shell is made with 10 denier ripstop nylon. The lining is also made with 10 denier ripstop nylon as well. And it is insulated, so it's a down bag, and it does have a neck cinch, and it comes with a waterproof bag to put it in storage.
Since this is a top quilt, it does have a couple buckles under to go under your pad, because there's no base on it. So when you're laying down, even on like a mummy bag or another sleeping bag, you're generally smushing the down loft anyway, so you're actually losing insulation and heat. Most of your heat will be generated from an insulated pad or a thicker pad. So with the Stormloft, having a well-equipped pad is key to having the ability to carry a top quilt, which is more comfortable. You get to move your arms around a little bit more, and it's very, very light. Got down to 34 degrees last night, and I was super warm in this. It does have a small little foot box, which I'll show you right now. There's a couple clips on the side. pop off. And these clips will just clip on the bottom under the pad. There's a small foot box right there. That's where my feet will go in. And it's super, super light. You can also, you know, if you want to sit at your chair and it's cold, you want to cover yourself up. This works as a nice little blanket too. So upside is amazing. Comfort. There's no hood on it, so you do have to get some sort of ear cover, especially at 34 degrees last night. But it's super lightweight, very convenient. The downfall would be, you know, budget. It's not the cheapest bag you'll find out there, but depending how often you go, you want to consider that and make a decision if you want to use a budget-friendly bag or more of a top quilt. This year I think I'm on 8 trips, so for me I'm out and about quite a bit, and having a lightweight bag is key for me. Yeah, and so far it's been great. This is the coldest I've had it, so it worked amazing last night. Let me get down to my my pad, which is my first time using this pad. You see my other videos where I use the Big Agnes Q-Core Deluxe. I have a Outdoor Vital, their newer pad that just came out. So far, the Big Agnes Q-Core Deluxe has been my favorite. It's a 3-inch pad, 4.6 R value. It's really, really comfortable. The Outdoor Vital one is nice. I like it, except it's really noisy for me. So anytime you move around, there's that noise. So make sure you're camping by yourself. But my wife went on my last trip, as I'm still working on that video. I don't know if it'd be after this video or before this video when I actually released that video, but she went backpacking with me for the first time, and I was going to give her the Q-Core Deluxe because she slept on it before to try it out regular camping, and she liked it. We happened to go to REI to get her some stuff, and the Nemo Tensor was on sale. So make sure you guys are checking the sales. That's really important when it comes to equipment. Find stuff that's on sale. And we found the Nemo Tensor on sale for $100, and we couldn't pass it up. So that's what I'm using today. I'll show you that right now. This is the Nemo Tensor. It is fully insulated, so again, it got down to 34 last night, and I was nice and toasty with this pad. The compactability of it is really nice. It's so small. It's the smallest pad that we have, that we've used. I want to say it's 3 inches. It might be 2.5. So I don't have any specs on me right now as I'm outdoors showing you guys this equipment, but I was blown away. So if I was re-looking at another pad besides the Big Agnes, I would definitely consider this one. This is a regular. My wife is 5'1" or 2" maybe, and she's really lightweight. So we got our regular one. It's 20 inches wide by 72, so it's a little narrow for me. But with the sleeping quilt, I'm still able to like put my arms out in my sweet sleeping quilt and still be comfortable. So the Nemo Tensor regular. Again, all the specs I'll put up for the weight and stuff. I don't have that off the top of my head, but it is weight and it compacts really nice. So let's move on to my sleeping pillow. So I have this Nemo Fillo Elite. This is my first time using this pillow. I liked it. It was comfortable. I'm a side sleeper, which is why I went to a top quilt. So when my shoulders are pushing up my head a little higher, this didn't get enough loft for me. But I know a lot of people that do like it, so I might go to something a little bit thicker because I do sleep on my side a lot. And I curl my legs and my knees like a little baby. So I might go to something a little bit thicker, but when I'm laying on my back, or on my stomach, it was actually really comfortable. So it's still a nice pad. It's very, very soft. So this was a nice one. Compact's really nice, really small. So it's nice laying when you're outdoors. It's comfortable. Like your stomach and be outside. But you can also use it as a sitting pad. You just fold it up a couple times, and now it can be a sitting pad. Let me show you.
So this is the Thermorest Z-Lite. It has a dimension of 20 inches by 72. It gives you an R value of 2.2 with a weight of only 14 ounces. And this fabric is cross-lined polyethylene.
So as you can see, it has multi-purposes. So there you guys have it. my sleeping setup all put together, and that's what I took on this trip. And sometimes trips are different, I'll have different things, but for this trip, you get to see. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, like, and subscribe too. Thank you guys for always encouraging me and checking out my channel.